For case number 3903, Erica Mason versus Iron Core Gym. Ms. Mason, can you please come to the podium? Do we have a representative from Iron Core Gym here?
Yes.
Okay.
Richard Halpern.
What's your last name, sir?
Halpern. Halpern.
H-A-R.
Halpern. Halpern.
Ms. Mason, it shows here that you're suing for the amount of $100,000 against Iron Core. Does that sound correct to you?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. What's going on?
Basically, Your Honor, I am a competitive athlete. I have been I was frequenting Iron Core Gym for a while. I do my routines every morning. I was a very dedicated customer. Very mindful of other people using the equipment. And one day, management forcefully rips me out. I'm in the middle of a squat set and tells me that I am hogging the machines, that they've given me too many warnings, and that I'm now banned for the gym. I do want to state that this happened after paying 3 years in full for a gym contract. I wasn't given any explanation, and I feel a huge disruption to my life, as that was my platform for my coaching, for my competitive fitness, for everything. And now my life has just been completely derailed because I've been banned.
So you said that the manager told you to get off the machine?
Yes. He said I was hogging the machines and using too much time. But I do want to state, Your Honor, that I looked carefully in the agreement form, and there's nothing about a set amount of time for users.
Well, wait a minute. I'm still stuck on the part where, okay, when he got you off the machine, and I'm assuming he told you that you were hogging the machine. Is that what you said?
Those were
hogging
the words he used. Yes, correct.
Did they ask you to leave or go to another machine, or how did that play out?
Basically, no. There was very little explanation. It was very vague. Just, you are no longer welcome here. We're tired of you disrupting our other customers.
Wait a minute. So they kicked you out?
They totally, very humiliating for me, banned me, said I'm no longer welcome. Again, after paying 3 years in full. I'm committed to my workouts. It's my life. I've been nothing but respectful. I've honored other people's usage of equipment, and I was just left in the dark.
Yeah, I'm in the dark too. Sir, were you the manager on duty, or you just own the company?
Well, I own the company, but I'm familiar with the situation.
Okay, so your staff told you what happened,
and we have cameras, and we see situations like that.
Okay, because here's where I'm trying to envision this. You have this young lady who's working out on the equipment. A staff member tells her to get off the equipment because she's hogging it.
Right.
She gets thrown out that day. Have I got the story correctly?
Well,
she got thrown out.
Drastic. I mean,
and she has been banned from coming back.
Okay, first of all, she was given multiple warnings. Let me explain to you what happens. She comes and uses the machine. She's right about that.
Okay.
But she sits on the machine and has videographers filming her. And I have other customers who want to use those machines.
You said videographers as in plural.
No, videographer. One.
Oh, one. Okay, I'm sorry.
Taping her while she's doing these workouts. And she seems versed in the workouts. It's not like she's struggling. She seems like she knows what she's doing. However, I have other clients that go like, hey, what's up with this? She's on for hours on end, and it's all not about the workout. Hold on. It's not all about the workout. It's about her posing and taking these, these photographs and movies to put on whatever channel she has to show her, her status as a professional athlete or whatever it is. Okay. I have a business to run, and we have a 2,500 square foot gym, and I have all kinds of weights and exercises and ellipticals, and so we're a full service gym. I have plenty of clients, so we can't have a section hogged up, and I did use the word, or they told me they used the word hogged up, and I believe it is based on what I saw for one person.
Wow.
It doesn't make any sense. I can't run a business like that.
If my math is correct, it costs just over $33,000 a year for membership at this place?
30,000.
And I paid 3 years in advance. Yeah.
I'm just curious, what do you guys offer for $33,000 a year?
Well, we offer the high-end universals, free weights, but we also have personal trainers.
Okay.
That are not normally a gym would charge you separately. Like the trainer would come and charge you an hourly rate.
Did you use a
So
trainer
it's
or
all
you don't
inclusive.
need one?
I have used a trainer, Your Honor.
No,
I don't
did you use their trainer? I'm just curious.
I have. And this is the videographer that he's talking about. I don't really need a trainer, but sometimes it helps, just to collaborate a little bit. And this trainer that I'm talking about from his gym was the videographer who was helping to record my content. And this trainer from his gym was also featured in my content. So why, if it's so against the rules, why would an employee be also engaging in making this content
that person
with
is
me?
no longer employed with me.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to contribute to her lifestyle of, look at me, I'm working out, I'm going to be on YouTube channels or whatever it is. And so he's a certified trainer, but yeah, he did shoot some video for her, but at her behest. Okay. It wasn't, he was basically there a trainer, and it's a free service, by the way. Like I said, most gyms.
Well, for $33,000, I would hope so.
We're a high-end gym. You look, no one forced her to join. We didn't force anybody. We offer the services. We advertise what we give you, and people join. I have tons of clients.
Well, let me ask this question. I just saw we have clarification. So I have clarification. As far as video goes, it's not like you brought your own person into the gym, correct?
He is.
Let me ask this question.
Correct.
Have you ever done that?
Yes.
No, never.
She's brought in people.
No.
Okay.
Besides my trainer that one time, she's had other people film her.
Okay.
I don't know if she brought him in or she solicited them
with
or
a
whatever.
small, tiny iPhone that everybody's recording selfies.
Because
these
my
days of their
question is,
workouts.
if she's brought her own people to film her, how did they get into the facility?
No, we don't, you come in and scan your barcode.
Exactly.
As a membership.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is she solicited people who are there to film.
Oh, okay. All right. But you've never, you've never brought your own person.
Never.
Okay.
But to me, it's the same
Honor.
thing. I understand that yes, you can't get in my gym unless you swipe your barcode. So you remember. However, what's the difference? The bottom line is she's soliciting people, which is taking time from other people to come and use
the equipment.
To use the equipment so she can, take care of her content. And again, I'm not saying that she's not athletic, and I'm not saying she doesn't know how to use them. She's not breaking the machines. I make that concession. She knows how to use all our machines. She's versed. However, we have other people that pay the same $30,000.
So,
that can't get on
but
the
my
machines.
question is, why was she banned? I can understand the part where there was something disruptive on that particular day.
Correct.
But why was she banned?
Well, the contract is very specific.
Okay.
She was warned multiple times, and in the contract, there are provisions for, overutilizing and abusing the equipment. Now, again, I don't mean abusing that she was taking a hammer to them, but there's also abusing related to the time. Okay. Now, if you're asking me if there's specific verbiage that says you may only be on the machine for an hour, no, we don't have that specifically, but it's an implied, contractual, verbiage there. So we warned her multiple times and she basically ignored us. I mean, it wasn't like she wanted to work it out with us. Like, hey, maybe when I work on the treadmill, I only video, or maybe when I work on the free weights, no, she didn't want to hear about that. She didn't want to make any kind of concessions for us. So we said, hey, look, you're not welcome here anymore.
Is there anything in the contract that says that she's not allowed to video near the equipment?
Again, nothing specific that says no video.
Okay, you said nothing specific.
Right,
what does it say?
Okay, it says that A, you can't abuse the equipment, and B, that there are implied time restraints. So I'm not saying that.
We're going to get to that.
Okay, but there's no video specific. But however, to video equates to taking up time. So it falls under the same category.
I'm doing it at the same time. I'm holding the phone as I'm squatting. It's no extra time.
No,
and can I just say
to
one thing, Your Honor? Men do the same thing. Same thing. I've watched, okay? I have watched, and he doesn't say a word to them.
Okay, what's the implication?
I am
there?
the only one.
No, what's the
The
what are you
only
implying?
one.
What are you implying? That's a serious implication there. Yara.
No, it's the truth. It is the truth. You can ask. You can ask around. I'm
Are you
the
saying
only
you're
one
being
that's been
singled out
banned.
because you're gender?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
No. I'm not.
That's
what-
exactly.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
building
okay.
something as a woman
Okay.
athlete.
I have
Okay.
3 daughters
No.
I raised that were athletes.
As a woman athlete.
Hello. Thank you. All right. So as far as the specifics go in relation to video, there's nothing in contract that says you can't do that.
Okay. You being a legal person.
But there's
know
nothing,
that-
there's nothing
Yes.
in the
okay.
contract that says you cannot video in here, correct?
But you, as you know,
Wait,
contracts have
it-
implied
that-
provisions.
I can
Okay.
imply a lot of things.
Okay, but that's
Implying does not
provisions.
equate to a contract agreement.
Well, I guess I'll have to, talk to
You're
our
going to
legal
have to
department
change the
about that.
verbiage on that because
Maybe,
because if
but-
one of the things that you have a problem with is her her workouts or whatever,
video as it relates to taking time at the machine. Okay.
but
if you don't video, you don't waste time. You do
but
your
you know
reps
what?
and you
But
get out.
if you have a contract that says there's no video allowed, that kills all that. Correct? We agree on that.
Yes, sir.
You need to put that in the verbiage of your contract.
Okay.
So
Maybe.
that she wasn't wrong on that.
Okay.
Now, as far as her being on the equipment for an extended period of time,
Right.
it's very difficult to say what is an abuse of equipment outside of the example you gave where you're beating it with a hammer or actually trying to damage the equipment.
No, I'm not saying
So abusing the equipment is in your, as you like to use the word implied, is that she's on it longer than necessary.
way
correct?
longer than necessary. And again,
But here's the thing.
we have
but-
very versed athletes.
but
so
here's
she's
the
not the only
thing.
athlete that comes to our gym.
But here's the
Okay?
thing.
She's on twice as long as any of our other athletes.
But those
not
other
true.
athletes
It's not true.
aren't her.
no, they're not her, but they're also not videoing either.
Yes,
they're not
they
taking
are.
up the time. to
But
video.
again,
That's not true,
we've already
Connor.
touched on that. Video is
understand.
not an issue. It's
but
not
that
a,
equates
it's not a
to
vi-
the time.
It's not a
It's
violation of
No, but it
contract.
ties together with the time.
No,
usage.
it does not tie together because if it did, you would have put it in the contract.
Well, we didn't think that someone would come in to do their own personal YouTube channel in our gym.
I'm giving
and we
you
don't
a
get anything for it. We're not
advertisement,
getting
basically.
any royalties from it or
again,
logos all over the place.
anything related to video, put it in the contract.
Okay, fair enough.
So it's clear. So we're not going to touch on the video
Okay, fine.
anymore.
I mean,
She's not wrong on that. She's videotaped.
We beat that dead horse, I guess. I don't agree with you, but we beat
Exactly.
that dead horse.
Exactly. So now let's get back to the part where she's on the machines longer than usual. You can't say what a person should have the time that they need to spend on a piece of equipment for training because you don't know what she needs as far as what she's training for. You know,
Valid point.
I mean-
However,
I mean,
as a
you
train,
can't-
we're not talking about a beginner who's like having trouble with the
I-
reps
I
and
under-
using the
I
equipment.
understand that,
She's
but-
versed in everything.
but listen, she ain't versed in everything. I can tell you that much. I
No,
can
she's versed
guarantee.
in all her machine usage is what I'm saying. She's versed in how to
But
use
what
the
I'm
machine.
saying is this,
There's no
sir.
time
Here's
delay
the
based
thing.
on her
Here's the
learning
thing.
curve.
Here's the thing. A person who's an athlete where they row,
Correct?
where they do crew or whatever the case
Yeah,
may be,
yeah.
and they're pulling and they're
Yeah, we have
pulling,
rowers.
right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Their training method may not include something like, I don't know, doing deadlifts all the time because one has very little to do with the other.
Right.
They may focus on the exercises
Correct.
to improve their rowing
Different parts of the
capability.
body you work out different days.
So she may be on a piece of machinery that requires her to do this because I'm training for this. And everybody is different. And the problem that you're going to have here is you're saying abuse and your abuse is based on the time spent on equipment.
And complaints. We're
Well,
missing-
the thing is,
I don't mean to interrupt you, but we're deviating from the main issue. That it's not like I'm the one complaining. We're getting
oh, I
complaints from
understand.
everyone
I
else
understand. I understand.
that
but
she's taking
but-
all day
but the
on
problem
machines
is,
that
On-
should only
all
be
day?
30 minutes.
But the
she's
problem,
on it for an hour because
but
she's
the
videoing
problem
and
is
posing
you
and doing all
have,
that
the
kind of
problem
stuff.
that you have and your company has is you have a contract that's not worded in a specific manner that tells a person, hey,
Okay.
you can only do boom, 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 boom. Implying is not the same as, yeah, it has to be this way.
Okay.
You're implying.
But there's also, I'm not saying she's damaging, but to give you an example, I don't have in my contract, you may not take a ball peen hammer to my weights. It's not there. But if I see someone taking a ball peen hammer, it's implied that you're going to be in trouble. I mean, it's something.
No, it's not implied. That
is
is abusing property.
Exactly. But I don't have specifically that says you cannot take a ball peen hammer to my
But
equipment.
if she's sitting on the bench, or
Okay.
if she's sitting on a weight bench for an hour, is she abusing that weight bench?
She's not physically not abusing, but again, we're abusing the time that it takes
But there's
at that one
nothing
station.
in there about
She's
the
at that
time.
station. You're at the station forever. I got people waiting. Hey, how come I can't get to
He
my
acts
deadlift?
like there's a line of people waiting.
How come I
His
can't do
gym,
my legs? 'Cause
by
she's
the
on
way,
that.
it's mostly empty. Okay, I am a loyal
I'm doing damn well. It's not mostly
customer,
empty, okay?
and if people want to use the machine, I respect their wishes,
Well,
and I let
apparently
them
not.
use the machine.
Apparently not, because I wouldn't have to step in to
Well,
ask you to
nobody
leave.
has complained to me.
Here's where
This is
I'm not
all
understanding. Here's what
just
I'm not
crazy.
understanding. Okay. Why did you feel the need to ban her?
I think I've already answered that. Okay?
So you banned her because of the time she spent
not one time. It's not a one-off.
repeatedly
Correct.
on equipment.
I'm not that, I'm not that egregious that I'm going to say, okay, first offense, you're out of here. No, this is multiple times. How long
Is
do I
that
have to go?
documented?
As a private
Is
owner.
it documented?
It's documented
somewhere?
in video, yeah.
Your Honor, nobody's
No
had a
written,
conversation.
I haven't given her written, if you're asking if I wrote
with
a
me.
letter to her and say, hey, because of this egregious behavior, you're out of here. No, but we have video warning and the managers come back to me. Oh, here we go again. She's at it again. I'm like, okay, enough's enough.
Okay, look, here's the thing.
And I want to go on record by being offended by the gender accusation.
Okay,
that is so
I don't-
offensive.
I'm just
As a
stating
father
facts,
of three
Your Honor.
girls.
It has
Okay,
never
I
happened
don't
to a
have-
man.
That's very offensive.
I don't have
never happened to a
anything
man.
to support
Okay,
what she
fine.
said or disprove what she
Okay,
said.
fine. I just want to make
Here's
sure
the thing though. I'm sorry. I don't see the abuse that you're talking about, sir. I just don't see it.
I think
Someone who's on a piece of equipment longer than usual, I can understand that. Okay. But there
all
has
kinds of form of abuse. It doesn't have to
But
be
you're
physical.
going to have to come better in your contract, and say something like, I don't know, the manager on staff has the ability to gauge if you're on there longer than usual and remove you from the thing. You need to have that in your contract. It can't be left just on a whim and a prayer.
I understand, but apparently we can't rely on professional athletes to know the difference.
And that's why they
That's
have,
why we
and
should
this
know.
is why we have
I'm a
contracts.
high-end gym. I don't have
Sir,
regular beginners who
this
come
is
to my
why
gym.
we have contracts. So you can get what you want and the person who's signing it can understand. So when we end up in a place like this, you can sit there and say, well, the contract says this and you didn't do it. She didn't violate the contract.
But she violated
She may
the spirit of the
she may
contract.
have violated the spirit and
Yes.
and what you call being implied on certain things.
Yeah. And being a trained professional athlete, she
Her
should know
train
better.
that
It's relevant.
again, that's not relevant. Knowing better,
I think amateur versus
knowing
professional.
better,
I think
knowing better. I mean, what does that even mean?
I'm using the machines as they are intended to be used.
Oh, absolutely. I'm
Sir,
not saying that, but the time you're not.
sir. You know how many
Thank you.
times I've gotten into an argument with my wife and she says, because I should have known better? I mean, I know better? Like, what is that? That's not going to fly. If you
I
want
disagree.
things, I don't know what lawyer wrote your contract, but they need to get it more specific. So these things don't happen. Now, as far as the $100,000, I'm assuming that's for the 3 years to be paid back.
Correct, Your Honor.
How long ago did this incident happen?
It's
This
been-
was about a month ago.
yeah.
A month
I thought
ago?
It was 2 months.
So
Yeah, it might
which
be.
means I've
Yeah.
been about a month out of my routine and I am building something very serious.
Yeah,
so
again,
it's
building
not just
a
about
channel, okay? That
Your
implies-
Honor, I just want to say it's not just about the humiliation of being escorted out of the gym and banned. It's also about somebody trying to tear down something that I am building.
Okay, this
As
is
a
what I'm
woman
going to
athlete
suggest.
trying
This is what I'm going to
make it
Let me
in
ask
this
This is my
world.
facility to build your career, not.
You should be thanking me.
Let me ask this question. Do you, now that you come express your concerns, do you want her back to your gym?
If she's going to continue,
Now, that would be a yes or no question.
no, I would say no. At this
Okay.
point, no.
All right. Now, the thing is, this happened a month ago. So prior to that, you've used their equipment, correct?
Correct. Your Honor, yes.
So for 3 years, you paid close to $100,000. But prior to that, you used their equipment and it wasn't an issue until they threw you out, correct?
Correct. They've never made
So
any
what
issue
I'm going to
aware.
do is I'm not going to grant you the $100,000. I'm going to grant you the amount for the month that you lost, which is about $2,500. So that's for the month that you lost. Okay? You are not to come back to his gym for any reason.
That's fine.
If you go
Totally
back
fine.
in there, you will be arrested for trespassing because I'm assuming you want a trespass warning as of today.
Absolutely.
So we're clear.
I will trespass her if she shows up on the property. For
You
sure.
pay this young lady her $2,500.
Try.
You don't go back over there. Court is adjourned.
Thank you.